day is the new bird. He sings a love song as we go along, walking in the winter.
Hello and welcome back to AG World Sprinkles. Today I'm going to be recreating Once Upon a Time characters on Create Your Own from American Girl. So first up we have Emma Swan, one of the main characters. So let's just go ahead and create Emma Swan. So first, for facial features, we're going to choose a face mold. There is the classic, then this one, the Jess mold, that one, and the 158 has. So for Emma, I'm thinking maybe the first one, but I don't think any of them really suit Emma Swan the best because none of them like completely look like what she looks like. But we're going to go ahead and do maybe that one. Oh, not that one. Maybe that one. Probably not that one. So it's between that, maybe, because it looks a little bit like her. Not a lot, but like a little bit. So I think I'm going to choose that one. And her skin tone is light. So I think that suits her best for all of them. And we are done with the facial features for that. For eye color, she has green eyes. So let's go ahead and put green. And she doesn't have freckles, no. And no hearing aid or braces. So for her haircut is like pretty long but not too long hair, and it's a bit wavy in some pictures and straight, but it's never like completely straight. So I think we're going to go with short-ish wavy because she doesn't have long. So let's go with that one. And for her, yeah, I think that one. So for her hair color, she has blonde, probably not that blonde because that's Elsa blonde. So maybe that one because it's not completely blonde. It has some brown parts. So let's go with that one. And I'm not going to choose anything for hairstyle. So let's move on to the next one. For outfits, we're probably going to choose that one since it suits her because of the red leather jacket that she's always wearing. And I have proof because look at all these images with a red leather jacket. So she has to have that. And for accessories, probably not those because she wouldn't never have that. But that one because of the adventures she goes on. And I think she has pierced ears. So let's look at that, and yes, she does. Okay, so now let's go to personality, and her name is obviously Emma Swan, one of the main characters. How could anyone forget her name? So let's type in that one, and now for her favorite place. None of these completely truly suit her, but I'm going to go with a city to represent Storybrooke. And for her favorite things, none of these really suit her either, but let's go with travel because she goes on adventures and all of that. And she doesn't have a pet pal, so none. So that is Emma Swan, the main character of this series. And now let's pick another character. And I think I did a pretty good job with her with the options we had. So now let's move on to our next character, which is going to be one of my favorite characters as well. The one, the only evil queen, Regina Mills. So Regina is the evil queen. And although she's evil, she's one of my favorite characters. And she's not evil for like the whole time, but you guys will have to watch it to understand. So those are some pictures of Regina, and I think the one we're going to use is that one. So first up, let's go to facial features and choose again the face mold. So maybe we're going to use the classic one because it looks a bit like her. That one doesn't really. No. Maybe. No. That one doesn't. So I think we're going to go with that one. It looks the best like her. And that's her skin tone. So I think that pretty well matches her. And yeah, I think we're going to go with the first face mold. Now for the eye color, not face mold, oops. So for the eye color, she has brown eyes. So let's put brown there. And I don't think she has freckles, braces, or a hearing aid. So we are done with the facial features. Now let's go on to hair, and her haircut is short and again wavy. It looks straight in some pictures, but most of the time it's pretty wavy, and especially season 7, which is curly, so I'm gonna go with that look. And her hair color is like a blackish color, so darker, so that one would match her. And no hairstyle for her. So for outfits, I think that one matches her pretty well out of those 3 options, especially for season 7 Regina. And I think that one also matches her best, the one we had already, because none of the others really do. So she doesn't have glasses and she does have pierced ears. Okay, now on to her personality. So her name is Regina, and let's see if it lets us write Evil Queen. So it doesn't let us, so let's change that to Regina Mills, her full name. Her favorite place again is going to be the city to represent Storybrooke and travel for her adventures during all the seasons. And I don't think she would have a pet except for hers from before. But other than that, that's our Regina Mills. Now let's move on to another character, and I'm going to search up Once Upon a Time characters girls and not boys because it doesn't have the boy option to create, sadly. So let's search that to see what character we do next. So I think I'm going to do Belle since she's one of my favorite characters. So let's put Belle so we can see a better picture of her. So out of these, I think I'm going to use that one because we can see her face. So facial features, again, the face. That one matches a bit. Not that one, really. Maybe that one or that one. Probably that one with that skin tone because she has a lighter skin tone like Emma Swan and Regina. And none of the others really truly match her. So I think I'm going to go with option B, which is the one that mostly matches her, I guess, out of these. So now let's move on to the eye color. And her eyes are like a lighter green, I guess. A lot of these characters have green eyes. And she doesn't have freckles, braces, or a hearing aid. So I think we're done for facial features. Now onto the hair. And her haircut is around long, middle, like not too long and not short. So probably mid wavy like we chose for Emma. And now for her hair color, she has like a brown hair because it's not too dark or too light. So that one's good. And now for hairstyle, I think we're going to choose the headband option because it's the one that looks best on her. Now for her outfit, the one that probably matches her best is maybe the dress because it reminds me of her dress from Beauty and the Beast. So let's go with that, even though I don't completely love that option. And we'll have to pick this bag because it has a book, and Belle is always carrying a book with her, so that will go with that. And no glasses, and for pierced ears, she does not have pierced ears. So now let's go to personality, and her name is obviously Belle. So let's put that in, and her favorite place is again going to be the city, although I wish it was like a library option because we would pick that, and reading and writing because she loves to read. Her pet pal is going to be a horse, and that's our Belle. So I think we did a pretty decent job with her. Now let's go on to Snow White, also known as Mary Margaret, who is again one of the main characters. So let's start over to create Mary Margaret, aka Snow White. So for her face mold, she has light skin, and I think we're going to go maybe not with that one because it doesn't completely match her. So I think I'm going to go with another face mold according to the photo. So probably that one is closer to her actual face than the other face molds, I think. So we might go with that one. And looking at all the photos, it does match her pretty well. So I think we're done with the face mold. Now onto the eye color. She has, let's look at a closer photo so we can see better. She again has green eyes. So we're done with that. No freckles, braces, or hearing aid. So onto hair. She obviously has a pixie cut, which is like the shortest hair. And I think that really does match her. And she has very dark hair like Regina. So no hairstyle for her. And I think I'm going to go with the Let's Play option because it matches her a bit better. Now on to the accessories are pretty good, I think. Oh, and I'm going to switch onto that headband because I think it's prettier and it matches her better. Because none, it would be the other one. So let's go back to the outfits to choose the accessories. And I think I'm going to choose that one because of her adventures again in the seasons. And she does not have pierced ears, so we're going to go and move on to the personality. So let's write Snow White and maybe Mary Margaret. Oh great, so it didn't let us put on the T, so I'm going to put Snow White, maybe Snow White. Or we could try to put Snow and White. But it doesn't let us add a space, so I think we're just going to stick with Snow White for now, just so it works better and looks better. So favorite place, I'm going to pick the city to represent Storybrooke again. And for her favorite things, again, traveling because of her adventures, and she does love adventures. For pet pal, I think I'm going to pick probably a horse. So that is our Snow White and Mary Margaret. Now let's move on to another character. And I'm going to pick Tilly from Season 7 because she's one of my favorite characters and one of the highlights of Season 7 in my opinion. Because she's a very quirky, awkward character and I really like her. And I think that she did a great job in Season 7. So she has a light skin tone and I'm probably going to pick the first face mold because it matches her best in my opinion. So let's go on to the eye color. And I hope it's not green because most of our characters have had green eyes so far. And those are very pretty eyes, but let's change it up. So she has blue eyes, as we can tell from all these pictures. So let's go ahead and change that to the light blue option. And she doesn't have freckles. So now on to hair. She has short, wavy-ish hair from what we can see. So let's pick the Med Wavy option. And her hair color is light blonde. But again, she doesn't have it completely blonde, so let's pick that color blonde. Now, on to the hairstyle. She's not going to have any hairstyle, so let's go on to the outfits. And I think I'm going to go with the Let's Play option again. And for the accessories, I'm going to go with the Let's Play again because she goes on adventures and always had like this bag that wasn't too stylish. So now on to the personality. Let's write her name, Tilly. And she's also Alice, so including that. And for her favorite place, we're going to pick the city to represent Storybrooke once more. And her favorite things are going to be traveling again, which is equal to adventures in our case. And for her pet pal, I obviously have to pick a bunny because, it's Alice in Wonderland. So that is our Tilly for today. And I think those are all of the characters I'm going to be recreating today. So I had a lot of fun creating all these characters. So now I'm going to go. Well, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Bye, everybody!